Hey guys, welcome back. I changed my view. I was so tired of that as my background. I feel like this is a little more homey, a little bit more of like welcoming you into my home by having like my bed as my background. Can you hear the birds? I love it. It's perfect. I'm filming a spring trends video today and I opened my windows and I heard the birds singing and I'm just like, this is perfection. I personally enjoy the birds a lot. I love to feed the birds. I love to just sit outside and listen to nature. It's just one of my favorite things. So today we're going to be talking about spring makeup trends and I'm really excited about spring this year. I think it's a wonderful season, first of all, like when things get rid of the snow. And I know some of you are thinking, girlfriend, we just got a foot of snow. Like there's just, the weather's been kind of crazy this year. So for some of you, it's not quite spring, but here in Texas, there's birds, the grass is greening up, and it's just really beautiful. So I wanted to make this video and share with you some of the trends. So if you are feeling like, I want to wear some makeup that's on trend this year, I'm going to be inserting pictures of the spring trends that are from the runway. And then we're going to incorporate that onto a more you and I level, day-to-day level. This year is all about soft femininity. Pops of color, kind of like, think about like a garden. When you look at a garden of flowers, there's all kinds of color. You know, take a little bit of pop of color and put it on your face. Different ways to do that. There's a little bit of 60s. You'll see in some of the runway trends. There's a little bit of 60s inspiration, maybe a little bit of 80s inspiration as far as color is concerned. Think of spring, I always think of pastel. So I had to wear a pastel shirt today. And of course, pastel in makeup. You'll see, you know, some of the makeup that's come out, like for instance, the Lorac palette that just came out. It's all pastel colors, and that's definitely right on trend. So the first trend is bold blush. And I love blush. I think a bold blush is awesome, and you don't need to be afraid of in the pan, wow, that's really bright. It's all in the application, really. Makeup, you can make it look bold, or you can blend it out so where it's just like boldness but subdued at the same time. Specifically, the colors that are on trend are always a peachy pink. You can't go wrong with the peachy pink for spring. And roses. I think roses are just, they look great on everybody, every single skin tone. Very versatile, great for everyday use, and they go with all kinds of different looks, from a smoky eye to just a no makeup look. Like rose is just a natural flush to your cheeks. Like that's what happens when you flush. You just get that natural rose color. So the one I'm wearing today, and I've been speaking about this a little bit lately, is from NARS. This is the NARS Spring Collection. I'm going to hold it back here because this light kind of, should we turn it down a little bit? Maybe that's better. This light kind of washes things out here. But this is called Bumpy Ride, and this is from NARS's Spring Collection. It is a peachy pink color. I'm bringing you in close here past the light so you can kind of see. It's a peachy pink shade with a beautiful, beautiful luminous sheen to it. That's what it looks like there. I'll give you a nice swatch. Oh, it's just heavenly. It has a really pretty sheen to it, so you wouldn't have to wear highlighter if you didn't want to. We went for the highlighter because highlighter is a love of mine. It's a really pretty color. I think it's so brightening to the cheeks. I'm holding it back here so you can get it, you know, different angles here. I just think it's gorgeous. I think you'd really enjoy this blush. Look great on everybody. The sheen to it is just beautiful. Love that it's not too pink, nor is it too peach. It's really a great peachy pink shade. So NARS Bumpy Ride is my first recommendation for a spring blush. And then I have two others. One of my favorite rose blushes in my collection is from MAC, and it's called Desert Rose. This is a matte blush, which is great for those of you that don't like a sheen, don't like too much shimmer. This isn't like shimmer glitter, this is just a sheen. This is matte, so you can control the glow where you want it. Like you want to have highlighter on, then you can add highlighter. If you just like an all matte look, you might really enjoy this blush. I love this color. This is it doesn't say, but these are buildable. I guess I was looking to see if it said whatever on it, but there's MAC's Desert Rose. Oh my gosh, I love this color. It's such a great, basic, kind of must-have shade. If you don't have a rose blush in your collection, you really should, because you can just, like I said, you can just do so much with it. It's easy. You can reach for it. It's always going to look good. Last one is from Gucci. This is on my must-have list. As far as what Chelsea really enjoys, I got this for Christmas and I can't stop with it. I knew I would love it. My friend knew I would love it. It's Gucci Pink Camellia. I've spoken a lot about this more recently. Well, that's because I've been wearing it, you know, and I truly speak about the things that I wear and use. So if you see me talk about it 100 times, it's because I can't stop using it and I really like it. You know, as a general thing, like you like something, you talk about it a lot, right? Kind of like when you get your first boyfriend and you just keep talking and talking and talking and your girlfriends are like so over you now. So Pink Camellia. This is also, oh, sorry, my camera made a weird noise. I was like, you're not shutting off on me, are you? This is going to be a little bit lighter in tone. I'll swatch it next to the MAC. It's a little bit more cooler toned and a little bit more pink and less rose. So there's the Gucci. It has a slight sheen where the MAC one is really truly matte. Like it's matte. The Gucci one has a slight sheen to it in a very, very pretty way. So those are the blushes that I definitely am loving for spring. Next trend is bold highlighter. And are you surprised? I mean, if you've been around on YouTube at all, or if you just follow somebody on Instagram, like bold highlighter, I mean, they've been coming out left and right with all kinds of bold highlighters. And so a few of the ones, I have actually quite a few. For some reason, like highlighter isn't something that I lust after and I need to collect a million of. But for some reason, lately, I've been just dying over highlighter. And I think it's because it's so pretty and it's so fun to wear. And man, you can wear a highlighter, not as just highlighter, but you can use it as eyeshadow too. And so I have quite a few options. The first thing I want to mention is that for your base, if you want your foundation or your face to look really glowy, but you don't want to go out and buy a new foundation because that's kind of expensive, buy a liquid type glowy product. For instance, this Pixie by Petra, you can pick this up at Target. They just sent this to me, and I've had it in the past when I got it in an Ipsy bag, and it's called Pink Pearl Liquid Face Illuminator. I put this on after my primer, kind of on the perimeters of my face, not so much in this area where I have pores, because things like this can emphasize it, but around the outside of your face, which that's where you want it to glow anyways. You don't want, like, I don't want my T-zone to be too glowy because then I look oily. But this is really nice. So you can mix this in with your foundation, mix it in with your moisturizer, put it on before your foundation, however tickles your fancy. I put it on before my foundation today. It just gives a little extra glow. So that is one option. Now, in general, I'd say as a general consensus, most highlighters are kind of bold anyways. I mean, that's what you want, right? Now, there are more subtle ones, and I am a fan of the more subtle ones myself. I also like a bold highlighter when my skin is on point or when it's on trend or when I'm going out at night. Like you really want your highlighter to pop, just makes your skin look really pretty. And so I have a few options here. The first is this, the Anastasia Glow Kit. This one's not currently available, but the Sun Dipped one is. And I'm so lusting after that. I'm going to be getting it at the sale. I'm going to, mark my words. I'm going to be buying it. I really like the colors in that one. So I will link that one below for you to check out. This is the Gleam one, which was limited edition. They currently have the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero highlighter collab out. That one, I've seen it in person, and that's really pretty too, and it's definitely more glittery, but that's an option. I really enjoy the formula of her highlighters. They're very buttery. They glide on. They're very more like metallic in your face, kind of bold situation. So check those out if that is something you're interested in. The other one, I'm wearing this today. They just brought this back. This is the old packaging, the Estee Lauder Heat Wave. They just brought this back. So if you missed out or you're like, girlfriend, that highlighter is gorgeous, this is what I'm wearing. The packaging they changed, but this is, I can't wear this when I'm you know, really fair or even light. I have self-tanner on today, so I can wear this and it looks best. So this may not be for every single skin tone, but it's another option if you're more medium. I mean this, you guys, it's that Baked Gelée formula. It's really, really pretty. It's gorgeous. See, well, I guess my hands are kind of self-tan, kind of not, so you can see what it'll look like on. I guess when I'm, you know, my natural color, I can wear this as long as it's more towards the back and not so much right here where you can see how it colors the cheekbone. But this, I love. Becca just came out with this one. This one is really pretty. It's definitely on point with all, like consistent with their other highlighters. The formula is consistent. It's not one of those limited edition things where companies make it a little less good. And I'm not saying all companies do that, but I've noticed a few things. They, you know, they put out a limited thing and it's like, this isn't the same. Like, you make a limited edition, make us want it. But now I don't want it because it's not very good, you know what I mean? So this is gorgeous. If you're looking for a little bit more lavender colored highlighter, I would say this isn't super lavender though. I'd say it definitely reflects a little bit more pink. I mean, you can see a hint of lavender to it, but I think it's done really well to where it's not like, do you have purple on your cheeks? You know what I'm saying? So I think this is really different, really fun, really unique. I don't know how long this is going to be available. It just came out, so don't fear if you didn't get it right now. It's okay. But it's really pretty, and it's definitely still can be very bold in a slightly more colored way. Two more. I've been loving on this, which this was a duo from Makeup Forever, but now you can buy their highlighters individually. This is the #1. This is stunning. This is that Big Jolie formula, much like the Estee Lauder, but this one is gonna, it has a slight pinkiness to it. Slight. I'm trying to bring it in close enough to where you can see. I feel like the ring light ruins swatches a little bit. So it has a slight pink to it, but they have one that's a little bit more golden. This is a great bolder highlighter, and I love this highlighter. Like, I hardcore love this highlighter. This is the Bobbi Brown Pink Glow. Don't let the word pink scare you. It's really not that pink at all. It's really not. No. Oh, it's so good. It's like a whisper of pink, but not a cool pink. It's like a whisper of warmer pink. That's Bobbi Brown Pink Glow. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. How can you not like these highlighters? If highlighter is a trend, sign me up. I'm not missing out. Get me on board that train. Next trend for spring is a bold lip. And when is a bold lip not appropriate? I don't know. I love bold lips. I was just talking with my friend about this, and I'm like, I love bold lips, and I want to be like all the other people sometimes and wear nude lips all the time, but I don't know if it's my best look. I feel like my best look is a color, and it just really makes my face come alive. And I think everybody looks good in color. I really do. I think nude is a safe point, and nude always works, don't get me wrong, but I sometimes feel like a bold lip is classic. I mean, a bold lip is just the epitome of femininity. Back in the day when makeup was like, if you look back, I mean, makeup wasn't nuded out lips, it was color. It's because I brought life to the face. And so bold lips is on trend, and I brought out some of my favorite bold lips in my collection. The first, if you're looking for a warm orangey red toned lipstick, MAC Lady Danger is what you're gonna want. All my girls out there with those warmer, let me get a huggy here and wipe my hand off. Oh, that beautiful Becca highlighter. It really is pretty. It's very well done. Anyways, I digress. This MAC Lady Danger, if you are in the mood for something warm, makes me think of like Calypso or something. Oh, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. I like to wear this definitely with a self-tan in the midst of summer with a really banging highlighter. It's gorgeous. If you're looking for coral, look no further than these two next options. I'm actually wearing both on my lips. I started with one and then I accidentally put a little bit more on with the other one, and so we're wearing both. But this is the Estee Lauder formula, Pure Color Envy. Love this formula. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the color Defiant Coral. These are beautiful lipsticks, first of all, very pigmented in one swipe, very creamy. This is a coral. It's like a true coral. And a coral is a good mix of like orange with pink, kinda. That's a great one. Now as I comparison swatch them here, you'll be able to see the differences in tones. So that is the Defiant Coral. Then the Milani Flamingo Pose, I believe, yeah. Out of all the Milani lipsticks I own, this is my absolute favorite. This is a very unique shade too. There's a MAC lipstick I'm thinking of that's similar, but this is cheaper, and I like this formula actually better than the formulation of the MAC one. This is Flamingo Pose, like I said. It's going to be more pink. So pretty. Absolutely stunning on the lips. That one is gorgeous. Now if you're looking for a true orange, this is my favorite Maybelline Vivid. This one's called Vibrant Mandarin. I love this color. This is really well done. These Vivids are a great line, definitely bold. Kind of smell like Play-Doh. That's, what did I say? Vibrant Mandarin. I love this color. This color is gorgeous. You can kind of see a theme here. They're all, I mean, when I think of spring, I think of corals, I think of pinks, I think of like bold, beautiful flowers. I think of a flower, like a garden, and then it's like, I want to put that on my lips. This color by YSL, it's number 29. I have 4 YSL shades, and this one's my favorite. This is like a rosy pink color. stunning. I love number 29. 29, the Vibrant Mandarin, the Flamingo Pose, the Estee Lauder, and the MAC. And then the last one that I have is bold. And it's bold in a more pastel way, which pastels are on trend for spring. This is by YSL and it's number 22. I bought this when I was trying to find something because I love Lisa Vanderpump and I always love how she has like a cool toned pink lipstick on, and I wanted something like that. So I found this when I went to MAC, or no, I didn't go to MAC for this, I went to Sephora. This was the closest thing I could find. This formula is beautiful, by the way. They make a ton of colors, so if this does not interest you. Now keep in mind this is swatched on a self-tanned arm. So this is not swatched on a lip. On a lip it's definitely going to look a little bit different, but that is a bold color, a great color for spring, and I actually like to mix this with a deeper pink, and I don't wear it without a liner for sure because it just does not look that great on me, but I like to wear it with a liner. So there are my bold lip recommendations for spring. The next trend is glitter, and glitter in all kinds of ways, and you can get creative with glitter. On a day-to-day basis, I like to wear it on my lid, but for something fun, like you could do a pop of it on your inner corner, maybe like along your brow bone, maybe above your brow bone, maybe like out here, do a couple dots, like you play with it, you have fun, depending on where you're going, what you're doing, absolutely. But my hands down recommendation this spring for glitter are the Stila liquid glitter things. These are bomb, they are amazing, they're super opaque. They're not a glitter where it's suspended in like a liquid base and you swatch it and there's chunks of glitter in it, but there's no actual color payoff. These have color payoff behind them. Now there are some shades that are not consistent with the general bunch of them. The two that I have, I highly recommend. They're the favorites out of the colors that came out, and these are the ones I knew I would wear the most. So the two shades that I have are Kitten Karma and Smoldering Satin, both of which I think would look great with lots of different eye looks. I did a separate video on these. If you were interested, I'll have that one linked below for you to reference. But I love these two colors. I'll show you the pigmentation on this. So, Kitten Karma. I mean, do you see how there's color behind that? You can wear this by itself on your lid and you're still going to get color. You don't have to pair this with eyeshadow if you didn't want to. And then the other color is Smoldering Satin. Oh. I mean, these make you make noises that might be slightly inappropriate. For eyeshadow, the trend this season for eyeshadow is a monochromatic look. And I kind of did that today, and specifically like pinks and peaches and just soft, warm, beautiful colors. And so today I'm wearing and have been wearing pretty much nonstop since I bought this. I did do a separate look on this if you're interested. I did a Valentine's look with it. I will link that below for you to look at it because it's completely different, and I actually used these with this. But this is the Viseart Warm Matte Palette. Perfection for spring and summer. All matte palette. I love it. I've been using it hardcore and nonstop. I've used all of the colors and they're consistent with the neutral matte formula. Monochromatic looks are in, you know, that's great for us, you know, because we don't have to go dig and figure out how are we going to use that green or how are we going to use that. We'll get into the pops of color in a minute, but I did a monochromatic look today, basically just kind of stuck within the first, I don't know what colors did I use. I used the first 6 up here. I used all of these. And I just, you know, start with the lightest and then just deepen it up, and that's it. That is all there is to it. Just keeping it really simple, and you don't have to use that many colors by all means. Use 1, use 2. Just a monochromatic look is really in for this season, and then you can go in with your pop of color. So my favorite way to add in color is by doing a separate color on like your lower lash line. So today I took a little bit of the Stila Smudge Stick in the shade Mint Julep. It matches my shirt, hence why I wore it. And I just kind of did it on my lower lash line here, just right underneath. Now you could use eyeshadow, you can use an eyeliner. You could do both if you really want to get it to stay. I love this color. I think it's really pretty. It's literally this color. It's a mint color. This is their Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner. I don't find it stays in my waterline, just letting you know. But I do put it a little bit below, and it's a great way to incorporate color without being too much, especially if you're someone that doesn't like to do a lot of color. That's a great way. Another couple colors that I like is this. This is the Estee Edit by Estee Lauder Duos. This is a navy, a very true navy, a beautiful navy, and this is called Baby Blue, which I find looks really pretty on my eyes. I do the same thing as I do with the mint one, just kind of run it underneath here. I actually use the navy all over the place because navy looks good on me. These are very, very creamy, okay? Glide on, don't tug, but to a fault, they can be too creamy if you push too hard. And when you go to sharpen these, don't go jabbing this in there and go crazy. Just be gentle with it. They're a nice, easy to work with formulation. Very pretty. I like that it's double-ended because you get 2 color options. And this one is my favorite. And the last trend for this season is smudged eyeliner. Hallelujah! When I wear eyeliner, it's never perfect. When I do a pencil eyeliner, it's always a little bit jaggedy. So this is a trend, but this is what I always do. I always take a Q-tip and I smudge it out. Not only does it soften the look, but I feel like it makes you feel like you don't have to be so perfect. Like liquid eyeliner, you almost have to be like a pro to wear that stuff. And do I wear it and it's imperfect? Yes. But I'm just saying, there's not a lot of room for mistakes with liquid eyeliner, and that's how you get really thick eyeliner, because you make a mistake, so you cover it up, and then it's still not perfect, so you cover it up. Before you know it, your eyeliner is this thick, and it's up to your brows, and it's just like, all right, now I'm having a horrible day because I have to start over, and nobody has time for that. So smudged eyeliner is where it's at. I love that. So one of my favorites to do that, and this is what I'm wearing today. I just did like a line on top, and then I did my waterline with this. This is the Rock and Kohl Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil. Barbarella Brown is the shade. It's by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a really nice brown. It's not a warm chocolatey brown. It's more of like a taupey brown. In fact, when you smudge it out, it almost appears black. It's kind of set in a more grayish base. So when you smoke it out, really smokes well. It really creates that smoky look. Now, it does what you don't want a black eyeliner to do. You know when you buy a black eyeliner and you smudge it out and now it looks blue or gray because it's not black enough? This is kind of what this does, but this starts out really brown, as you can see, and as you smudge it, it kind of becomes more of like a taupey brown. So it has a slight hint of gray to it, which is what a taupe is, and I love it. I think it's a beautiful color to own, because it's like the best. It's like a brown, but a black, but a gray. It smudges really well. It stays put in my waterline for a good amount of time. Really impressed with this by Charlotte Tilbury. So those are all the trends for spring. I'm loving the trends. I'm loving the colors they got going on. I'm loving even like the runway applications of it, because it's still very wearable for the everyday person. And we can really translate this year's trends quite easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love doing stuff like this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will chat very soon. Bye, guys.